Welcome to the Finally Marketing That Works podcast. We all know marketing is a very vast array of things and services. You will see kind of the evolution of marketing. We're going to interview guests from all walks of life. Stay tuned and enjoy the Finally Marketing That Works podcast. Should you sponsor that kids team or that sports team or not? Maybe, maybe not. We'll dive into that on today's episode of the Finally Marketing That Works podcast. So your kid's playing on the local basketball team, baseball team, or that local kid knocks on your business door and is asking you to sponsor their team. Should you sponsor or should you not? Is it one of those things we're just doing to be nice, or do you actually think we're going to get some marketing and business out of it? Maybe, maybe not. I do think they all have their place, and hey, if it's not an expensive sponsorship, I think it's worth looking into and helping the kid out reaching their goal. And it's a feel-good thing. I think one of these, when you sponsor a kid's team, it's one of those things for the local community to see, oh, cool, that business is a part of this team and is behind that kid or this team. It's one of those feel-good things. Do they pan out for business-wise to make enough? I'm going to go with yes, depending on how much it is. I know I've sponsored a kid's thing before for $100. Did I get business from that? Gosh, I don't even know now. But I was like, $100. All right, well, maybe, what if it's 5 years from now? Somebody's like, I remember seeing your logo, your name, your whatever it is, and reach back out to me later. Hey, awesome. But if it's like, hey, will you sponsor my team and it's $10,000? We need to have a conversation. But hey, if a kid's coming to you and they have a pretty good idea and it's going to be in front of a certain amount of eyeballs because it's at the local basketball stadium or the local football stadium and it's a banner, or they're putting it in the pamphlet that's going to be given to all the people that go to the school, kind of weigh your pros and cons and go, okay, how many eyeballs is that potentially going to be? And then kind of weigh it out. It all depends on price. Typically, I would say do it anyways, unless you're getting hit up by like 50 different kids in the community. That can add up pretty quickly, but so can marketing. So if you're doing online ads, you're doing SEO, anything with the website, those can add up as well. They all have their place, but in the end, I would encourage you guys, sponsor that local kids team if it's not going to break the bank, and get some of that feel-good marketing dollars out there. I would encourage you probably not even going there with the idea of like, I'm going to make $1 million off of this. Just going, I'm helping this kid, being a part of the community, doing my part to show that I care about the community that I live in. So I encourage you guys, sponsor if the opportunity comes up to help that kid, because it's kind of nerve-wracking and scary to be that kid also doing that. Because I remember helping when I was playing college football, high school football, and I was having to sell ads and do marketing or whatever as a kid. That was scary, walking into businesses asking for money, because I thought I was asking for a lot. So know that they're probably freaked out also asking you. So keep that in mind when they're coming knocking on your door. Well, if that local kid comes to you here in the next month or so, hey, sponsor their team. If it's not crazy, be a part of the community, give them back, and supporting them in what they're doing. Because, hey, they could be doing something else, and I'm glad that they're out there doing some type of sports or activity. We'll be here next week with another mini series episode. We'll see you next time on the Finally Marketing That Works podcast. We'll see you then.